It's the final night from in and around the West Midlands, where flamboyant furniture dealer Sean and partner Helen are spicing up the competition with their fiery menu. In the kitchen, Sean fries his prawns.
Jamie will enjoy it. He's a black country lad. Normally they like a decent curry.
Hopefully the spicy jerk prawns won't be too hot to handle.
Part your knees, feel the breeze. I'm going to give you some hardcore prawn.
Charming.
Oh,
Enjoy.
it's lovely. I was just looking before I tried it. That it was de-skinned, but it is, yes. Lovely.
De-shelled.
Very nice. De-shelled, yes.
I think the jerk's very tasty. Sure.
To me, there was only one king prawn. Well, I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yep.
The flavours were very nice. Didn't expect them to serve avocado.
Sneaky blighters, those avocados.
But I can definitely taste. Is there lemongrass in it? Lemon? No?
They're growing right there. Coriander.
There's a coriander.
There you go. And so, obviously, we bought the little tubs, but you've got to buy either the seeds or the tubs or whatever.
Absolutely.
And those have been living there for 2 or 3 months now, so we keep harvesting it.
That made me laugh. Homegrown coriander. No, that's called supermarket pot coriander.
Yeah, it's good to see clear plates, isn't it?
Yeah, the spice they liked it turned out we could have got away with going a lot more wild.
Yeah, that was me.
So a lukewarm starter, maybe the curry will ignite the night.
So this is where I get it wrong. The level of rice to liquid.
Well, there you have it. Caribbean chicken curry with rice and peas and sweet corn on the side.
Beautiful.
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 It was a good curry. Very good curry.
Perfect spicing. Very flavourful. There's a lot of garlic in there. Good girl.
I like the main.
The main was interesting. The curry was flavourful.
Very flavourful.
The rice was interesting.
Hopefully interesting good,
We wanted to know how you two actually met.
but not as interesting as this, apparently.
Alison, how did you two meet?
Well, I was 20 and you was 28.
And we were regularly going out to our local pub and I was with my friends. The hell is she doing? Who's she talking to? Before a bank holiday at this one point, we was out and I was
It's a bit like cooking rice, this story, let me tell you.
Yeah, it was a bit like pulling teeth on it, to be fair.
Well, that's fine.
I said, it's not that bad, that Jamie. And
I
then
agree with that
she
sentiment.
then spoke to him and then it just, like, happened. That was it, and then we've been with each other ever since, haven't we, really?
Never looked back.
The short version is they met in the pub, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So the first night, my first impressions of Sean and Helen were somewhat flamboyant.
Yep.
Your attire, we've come to warmly to like you quite a bit. Yeah, quite enjoyed it.
Oh, that's nice, Darren.
When we met yourselves, Sean and Helen, the hosts this evening, I was like, wow, what a fun couple.
I'm really proud to have met you.
Oh, Jamie.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
I felt that everybody loved the meal. Everybody enjoyed the rice. So I think we nailed it.
This week we're in the Midlands, where the first potato in England was planted in the 16th century. Yeah, I'd come back later if I were you. And aiming to harvest this week's £1,000 prize is first host, yoga-loving Dal Shahal.
Smile, breathe, don't screw your face up.
It's only your arm, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm of Indian origin and I'm very proud of that, and everybody's heard of our, curry is now #1 food in the UK. Why? Because it tastes better.
Know your stuff, do you?
If something's not nice, I'll tell them I can't eat something that's not nice. If it's going to make me feel ill or I feel sickened by it, or, I will tell them.
Well, if that happens tonight, you'll only have yourself to blame. Dal starts by making dessert, Punjabi fruity kheer.
This is Punjabi kheer. So this is like a rice pudding, but it's very traditional in Punjabi household.
Karai?
Nearly.
Karai?
That's worse.
So, I don't know what that is.
Clearly. Meet 32-year-old artist and self-confessed chatterbox Nikki Hinks.
I love meeting new people. I'm a bit worried that I'm just going to meet them and waffle, and they're going to be like, oh, she's the nutty one that's annoying.
You said it, but Nikki knows exactly where to channel that energy.
It's so important to be able to express myself, because if I couldn't express myself, I'd be a drone. I'd be like a robot or something.
At least they run out of batteries in the end.
My wife says that I only have 2 real faults. Everything I do and everything I say.
Been married long, have we? Contestant number 3 is 57-year-old company boss Dave Lines, and believe me, Dave loves to have a laugh.
I'll give you a hand in a minute, but I've just got to go and make a cup of tea.
I'm not sure he's seeing the funny side. Dave might be a joker at heart, but he's taking this week seriously.
Am I in the competition to win? Yes, of course I'm in the competition to win. I wouldn't enter this unless I was going to try and win. In terms of what I'd like the guests to be like this evening, I'd like them all to be really ugly, really boring and terrible cooks.
Now you're having a laugh. Back with today's first host, Dal. He starts by boiling rice in water and adding warm milk to the pan before pouring it all over the hob.
Ooh.
He then leaves it to simmer and will add fruit and nuts later. On to the starter, Punjabi fish with pakoras.
Ooh. I actually quite like the idea of that. I do like fish.
Well, that's good, isn't it? Today's final host is competitive mum Kirsty Barton.
Point your toes. I'd say I'm a very pushy mum. I believe if you want something in life, you need to work hard to get there. And I will push my children in whatever direction they choose to go.
I'm sure they'll thank you later. And it's not just her children that Kirsty tells what's what.
I say it as it is. I have no filter, which is really bad. It's really bad, but it gets me in a lot of trouble.
I can imagine. Back in the kitchen, Dal makes his pakoras by slicing onions, chilies and aubergine. He then binds everything together with chickpea flour and eggs before frying.
I hate to say this, if it works, this is something, you know, I think easy can go on to any Michelin star restaurant.
Dal then takes the fish and adds coconut oil and spices, ready for later.
That looks awesome. Ready to put it in the fridge, let it marinate. I'm going to pop it in the oven later on. It's going to taste brilliant on top of a pakora. What can I say?
I think you've bigged it up quite enough already. On to the main, a selection of Punjabi curry delights.
I absolutely love curry. My dad is brilliant at curry, so, you know, they're going to have to work hard to make it as good as my papa's. But yeah, I'm excited about that too. Hope there's like maybe some veggie things like...
Oh, crikey, I think we'll leave you to it.
I wouldn't mind that meal, actually, because I like curry, and if you've got a selection and somebody knows what they're cooking, that'd be good.
It certainly will. Back in the kitchen, and one curry isn't enough for Dal. He's preparing 3.
This type of food, a lot of protein, mushrooms, beans, chicken, healthier option.
The base ingredient is similar for all of them. Onion, garlic, chilies and spices. But he adds chicken to one curry, lamb to another and lentils to the third.
I don't like it when they're too spicy, though. You know, when, like, mega spicy, as in burn your mouth off.
Crikey, she's still at it.
I really do like a good curry. I like quite spicy food, so hopefully they'll keep it well spiced. Quite looking forward to that menu, actually.
If they've got reasons why they don't like it, you know, you have to accept it. You know, it's not their fault, it's just their palate.
The 3 curries are left to simmer. Just time for a quick freshen up.
No, it's not winning menu, mine is.
There's that straight talking.
I'm really excited now that I've seen the menu because, well, I know I'm having dinner tonight. So, and now I need to make sure I don't eat anything all day.
And there's that just talking.
For me, this is the sort of food that I like. So if it's cooked nicely, I'm going to enjoy this.
It's our final night in and around Northampton, and Sabby and Ashley are out to win a grand with their fusion food.
The starters are going to really show our personalities. I think people are really going to be blown away.
As the boys fry their pakoras, Shelley and Amanda go for a snoop upstairs.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow!
Look. That's Ashley.
He looks different.
It does look different.
I think he's, like, maybe thinner now.
No. And what about the chap in white?
Is that Sabby?
That's Sabby?
Sabby.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I would have never...
No way. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Back in the kitchen, Grub's up.
Hot stuff coming through.
And so modest too. It's sweet potato pakoras.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is spicy for me.
Try the other bit.
The creamier dip is cool.
This is not what I expected, but this is good. I'm happy for the surprise.
I like the starter. It was really good.
The starter was amazing. Really, really tasty. I think I might actually ask them for the recipe.
Empty plates all round.
Everyone ate everything.
Shelley and I went on a little adventure and we came across some photos. We hardly recognize you in these pictures.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was you. Do you know what? I thought we had like a false beard on. I didn't even recognise him. I thought it was him with the grey beard dressed in
my goodness.
drag. Or something, or like fancy dress.
It's inspirational.
Really. Yeah.
My first reaction was probably, whoa! Who just ate Sabi?
I just cut out carbs like during the week, and then just do what I want at the weekend. You fasted like on and off, didn't you?
Yeah.
So fat's off to them.
What about you guys? Anything that you would struggle to?
When I go to a restaurant, the first thing I look at is the dessert menu.
Yeah, chocolate.
That is it. Yeah.
She couldn't live without me.
Oh, no.
Oh, she's supposed to say it.
Missed the chance. He doesn't know where his boxer shorts are kept, so.
See, she eyes me underpants so that she feels wanted.
So he could not live. He could not live without me.
All right, breathe, Scott.
Maybe everyone needs to be a bit more like Shelley. The world would be a better place.
On with the double curry main. Could be hot.
Did you taste the aubergine?
No.
Because I didn't.
Neither of us have.
Oh, it's spicy.
Best get Shelley a water then, just in case. And the dish is done. Mutton, dressed as goat.
Thank you. That's really nice. It's got a kick.
I've never had goat before as
I've
well.
never had
It
goat.
reminds me similar to an English beef stew.
Not actually a goat.
Oh, is it not?
No.
What's curry goat then?
So this is mutton.
So we've never had goat still. I'm commenting on a goat that I've never had. It's like us turning around and saying we're having a lamb curry but sticking a chicken in it.
But I'm not sure what's the
I'm a
difference
little
between
confused
goat,
if it
mutton,
was-
and lamb now.
Yeah, I'm
And
definitely...
I grew up in the country.
One is a goat, the other two are sheep. Simple.
The tomato is strong. I like it though.
I think Ilias is the one that is looking at all the flavours. I think he's probably our biggest competition.
Food done, let's talk first impressions.
When we first met Shelley and Scott, we thought that we want to come and live with you straight away.
Better build an extension then.
And what's changed is nothing.
Wow, what a nice
We still think that. We are going to come and live with you.
Hello, how cool is that?
Oh. They might change their mind when they hear what the rent is.
Yeah.
Now she's got her answer. She's going to be dribbling
No,
and snivelling
it's
and snotting everywhere.
It's amazing.
Shelley's a bundle of joy.
And she wears her heart on her sleeve, for sure.
When we first met you, we thought we've got some really loud Americans. They're just going to dominate everything. And that hasn't been the case.
We really held back, that's why.
She is loud. Just to clarify, as an American, she is very loud.
Yeah, you do say that a lot.
But I love her.
This is going the way we want our night to go. The atmosphere is really good. Everyone
Is happy.
is happy. They seem to
Be having fun.
and really like each other.
Hoping to crawl her way to victory this week is fitness fanatic Anna McNally.
I absolutely love CrossFit. I love being in an environment where everybody is so competitive, and I always try and make sure that I get top 5, if not number 1.
Good job, Anna. Well done. Good stuff. Keep going.
I would say my style of cooking is a solid 10. I mean, sometimes I've been mistaken for Gordon Ramsay.
You're joking.
Awesome. Good job.
I would say I'm definitely a people's person. I love meeting new people, and I'll take them as they are.
OK.
So I'm loud, bubbly, I'm like a bottle of pop ready to fizz.
Meet Fizzing Valley's sensation beauty therapist Claire Phillips.
So when I walk in the room, people probably go, wow, but not always in a good way. So I'm just finger rolling down to the scapula area. I think it's important to be happy, because life's too short to be miserable and serious. Plenty of time for that when you're old and you're dead.
Well, I look forward to that. Back with today's host, and Anna's kicking off with her very own fizz for her bubble and sweet. Raspberry and champagne posset with a surprise.
I have absolutely no idea what a posset is, but no doubt I'll smash it into me.
Well, there's lovely. Next to join the party is footy mad Scott Brown.
Yeah, one of my big passions is football. Now I've stopped playing, I've taken up the whistle, so I'm a referee now. It's the lesser of two evils. He was either go shopping with the missus on a Saturday or go and get abuse refereeing.
That was never our offside, you absolute!
I think what I might do this week is take my cards, my yellow and reds, just in case things do get heated. And then, at least if I give them a yellow, they're on a warning. Second yellow, then they're gone. That's the red.
God.
Anna blitzes her bubbles and raspberries and adds the mix to some warm cream and sugar.
Yes, I've smashed it.
Get in there! She decants into ramekins, and they're in to chill.
I'm not sure what a posset is. I should know.
You should. Next up is restaurant owner Giovanni Malacrino.
So I'm very energetic, very positive. I've got amazing self-esteem. Hey, mister.
Hello, Giovanni. Come stai? Bene?
My food knowledge is 100%.
Apart from possets?
I know what tastes good. I know what tastes bad. What's your name? Sophie. Sofia Loren. That's a famous Italian name, isn't it? Regarding faults, I've got no faults. I think. I believe.
Back in the kitchen and on to A surprise.
A stands for Anna.
And?
Awesome.
And?
Amazing.
And?
Adventurous.
And?
Ambitious.
And aardvark.
I don't know what that means.
Oh dear. Anna rolls out a shortbread mix, cuts shapes and bakes. It's on to the main. Slow-cooked lamb shank with a red wine jus and dauphinoise potatoes.
I love lamb shank. And I love dauphinoise potatoes.
I remember when I lost my mind.
Next to join our flock is singing sensation and local posho Charlotte Whitlock.
When people first meet me, they do think that I'm a little posh for the way that I speak. So somebody, for example, from the valleys would think I was very posh. They probably would even think I was related to the Queen.
Yes, Mom.
Yeah, I was out of touch.
It's not a bad thing if I have somebody from the valleys at my dinner party, as long as they know how to use their knife and fork.
What a thing to say. Yes. Back in the kitchen, Anna seals her lamb shanks with great care.
Well, the smell is not great. The look is not great. Let's hope the slow cooker transforms them into something amazing.
She makes her red wine jus and adds it to the meat, along with onions, herbs and stock.
Yes, come on. My dauphinoise are mainly potatoes.
Never. She chops her spuds and lobs them into a pan of cream and garlic.
If I get this in, I'm going to win this week. Yes, get in. Woo!
I hope you're going to clean that up. She assembles her mostly potatoes and they're in to bake. Starter next. OMP. Scallops and chorizo on a pea puree.
I love scallops and I love chorizo. And I love peas. Put them together, not too sure.
OMP. So does that mean they're like an official person?
No, that's VIP. Back in the kitchen, Anna boils and blitzes her peas before prepping her scallops and sampling her sausage.
Tastes like a night out in Benidorm.
Is that a good thing?
That's a really good thing.
Oh, great. She'll fry her scallops and chorizo once her guests have arrived.
That's all my prep done. I'm feeling excited and it's time to get ready.
Well, don't dilly-dally. Your guests are on their way.
Looking good, looking good.
With the rice piping hot, it's good to go. Nigerian prawn fried rice on a bed of pineapple with a side of chicken. And for Danny and Shira, just the rice.
Thank you. No problem. So, bon appetit, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
Not too spicy?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
My chicken is a little bit pink.
Ooh, I think that might still be alive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, let me see.
Well, it is a little bit in the middle.
Oh my gosh, it really is.
I sort of wasn't sure whether to be polite and carry on eating it.
And die? Baby, you cannot eat it.
Wow.
We need to cook tomorrow. I'm not cooking alone. No, sorry, guys. Like, it was in there for ages.
Yours is actually red. Look, it's bleeding.
Anyone know a good vet?
I thought the chicken was going to fly away. It was literally still alive.
The rice is really nice.
Thank you.
But it's a shame the oven wasn't.
Too long. The oven let me down. It was a nightmare, to be honest. The chicken was undercooked, and I don't understand why. It was in the oven for ages.
It was. We went and had a little snoop around, and we found some hair pieces.
I live for a good wig. I'm always getting different colours. Like, I've got so many, long, short, it doesn't matter.
I like that. That's fun. And then for you as well, because you don't know how she's gonna look one day.
Yeah, I like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Every day she looks different. We love to look good, as you can see.
So do you take lots of selfies?
Yes, we do.
You do?
We do, yeah.
Wow.
Especially because every time we go out, like, we literally get stopped by people, like, thinking that we're famous and stuff like that.
I look on social media and I see my friends, you know, my real friends, like posting like all the time, like selfie after selfie after selfie. And I just think, you're so self-indulgent, if that's the right word. I just think ego, ego, ego.
He's getting at us for, you know, being self-indulgent, but at the same time, he's the one who's trying to get all the attention on him. So it's all the same thing, really. It's just as bad as us.
So, Martin, how would you take a selfie?
I'm going to show you right now.
OK.
Can we be in it? Can we bomb it?
Say chicken!
Chicken! Salmonella! After a dodgy starter and main, there's one last chance to pull it back with dessert.
Here we go. This is Martin's cheesecake.
After a quick selfie, that is. Oh, come on, Martin, press the button. Oh, at last. Vegan strawberry cheesecake.
There we go. Woo!
It tastes like what I imagine vegetarian food tastes like.
Yeah. I was expecting it to be a bit harder, but I guess, you know, it's not. It's lovely. It's like a mousse, more like.
What about you, Anna? Do you like it?
I think that's a no. Taxi!
Cheesecake, absolute epic fail.
Type of thing that you'd have in a very healthy prison.
Out of 20, yeah, I would say 12, because we did give her a lot of effort. Obviously, we just didn't, you know, deliver as we would have liked to, but we definitely gave it our best shot.
Exactly.
The atmosphere was fun tonight, but the food was completely disaster. And for that reason, we're gonna give Edith and Martin a 9.
We're giving Edith and Martin what we think is a very generous 9.
So, after a paltry palaver, Edith and Martin score a paltry 18 out of a possible 4. It's the final night of Couples Come Dine With Me in Portsmouth, where hosts Stuart and Lynn are hoping their quirky menu will land them the £1,000. And their first challenge is the starter.
So this is the moment of truth. Will the towers stay up? Yes, it's worked.
Well done.
And it's ready, a salmon and avocado tower, hidden in a bowl for some reason.
There we are, Leanne.
Oh, lovely.
This is Stuart's starter.
Salmon is the one thing I cannot, but I will try it.
I'm exactly the same. I just don't like fish, but I am going to try it.
Oh no, that was
Oh, no, right.
I know that you were just dying inside. It was so funny, because I really liked it.
I think she overreacted a bit. She could have just said, OK, not ready for me, but all this sort of, was a bit over the top.
Stu, as you probably well know, I'm a real big football fan. Do you like football? Are you know, do you support anyone?
Actually, Jim, yeah, I'm a big fan of Portsmouth City Football Club.
Shut up!
Put it there, yes.
Play on, Pompey, Pompey, play on. Let's have it, son.
Done.
Good, Steve. Get in there, best team on the South Coast.
Absolutely.
It just bonded us even, you know, closer. You know, I'm going to knit him a scarf tomorrow and give him a little rattler.
Back of the net. Starter done, it's on to the main.
The only person that may not like it may be Leanne. Because I feel Leanne's got certain tastes. She could perhaps not like spicy food.
On goes the coal cannon.
Let's hope they like greens, because they're definitely good for you.
And here comes the potentially spicy poultry.
I'm feeling confident. I think this is going to go down a storm.
All done, sold chicken.
Justine.
Thank you very
much.
OK, guys, this is sold chicken, and it's got spices. It's I just knew it.
What, as in it's going to be really hot?
No.
No.
Oh, OK.
It's a little spicy, but it's not like a curry.
Lynn, this is amazing.
Oh,
You've
bless
done a
you.
fantastic job.
Yes, lovely. Really enjoying it.
I loved it, a bit homely. I love the Irish mesh.
So, Leanne, what do you think of that? Is it too spicy?
Not at all.
So you liked it then?
When Lynn asked me, was it spicy? I wasn't lying. There was no spice. To me, there was no flavour. I absolutely couldn't taste anything. It was like baby food.
And the cabbage?
I eat so much fruit and vegetables as well, but the one thing I don't like is cabbage.
Really?
The one thing, apart from scallops, salmon, peas, lemon liqueur.
Leanne, I think, is quite difficult to please. I think she's quite fussy about her food. There's always something that she doesn't like.
I think meeting you guys this week has been fun.
I think we've made friends for
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love the way you have a lovely Pompey accent.
Thank you very
do.
much.
I love it. Do you know, I'd love you to teach me a Pompey language, you know, the geezers and all this sort of thing.
Hello, my babe. How are you? Cushy?
Hello, my babe. How are you? Cushy?
You're just giving it too much and you just need to relax it. Come on, relax it.
Hello, my babe. You all right? Cushy?
If Stuart wanted to blend in a rougher pub in Portsmouth, I think he'd struggle.
I'm going to have a pot at you now.
Ask him for a game of croquet.
So, repeat after me then, Jim. I'm free this afternoon. Would you like a game of croquet?
I'm free this afternoon. Would you like a game of croquet? This is so much fun. Me and you, we are like best buds. Next time we're at Portsmouth and we'll be having it with Millwall, and it's going to be fun.
All right, guys, that's enough. I know if I went out with him for an evening, we would have a ball. He's that sort of person.
I think if you went out with him for an evening, I wouldn't see you for...
Might not come back.
Oh, Mr. Safety. Bloody spicy egg.
Are we really getting boiled eggs as a starter? I hope not, honestly.
I think you might be.
This is the way I like to do things. Put an egg in that, drop it in slow. It's quite simple. We've all boiled eggs. There's no secret to it.
Sesame wedges, so I'm thinking obviously potato-based.
But the wedges are not potato wedges. The wedges are made up of leaf, so it'll be leaf like that, bit of egg in the middle, leaf on the top.
So just an egg sandwich, then?
It's a spicy egg and sesame seed wedge, mate.
Sorry, my mistake. For the filling, Mark mixes oil and tamarind soy sauce.
How spicy is the egg going to be? My mouth doesn't do spice.
Izzy, I'm going to be nice to you because this is spicy egg wedges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do not so spicy. So when you look back at this, you'll know I was thinking about you, not in that way, but in the chilli kind of way.
A true gent. After a sprinkling of chilli and pepper, Mark adds spring onions to mayonnaise, followed by the oil mixture.
Get it in you, mate. Get it in you, son.
Next, he toasts the sesame seeds.
Keep them moving. Don't let them settle because you can't burn them.
And in they go. How's that tasting, then? You all right?
I think that's the best one I've ever done.
For you.
We're not precious about shapes and formality here. We're all friends now.
Chopped eggs added.
So the idea of putting a bit of lettuce on top is just so it creates that wedge. Let us pray that they like it.
Amen.
Right, table 6 away, chef.
And here it is, spicy egg and sesame wedges.
When I go to festivals, I'm normally there a couple of days early because I'm normally helping out. I normally serve this when people arrive. The reason we're having egg is because, as we all know, for those of us that have been to festivals, you don't want to be sitting on the loose. You want to bung yourself up a little bit. Anyway, good luck, everyone.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Thank you.
Love it. This is not at all spicy.
It normally is, but I had you in mind. Now you've thrown your water away. I wish I'd doubled up on it, really, to be honest with you. But we'll come back to that. You've got plenty of time to apologise. It's fine.
It isn't what I expected. I was looking for a posh version of egg and chips. But actually, do you know what? This is really good.
Really enjoyed the starter. It was very flavoursome. Yeah, it was very simple.
Simple starter, but well delivered.
If he hadn't have explained the reasoning behind the starter, I would have just thought, OK, that's a bit of egg mayonnaise between 2 slices of lettuce. So actually, he's won us over because he's put a story to it.
So, Mark, obviously being a festival guy myself, let's talk about your experiences.
I'm normally working on production crew,
Yeah.
which I do really enjoy. To me, a festival is a slice of heaven on earth. Everybody, their default setting is to just get on and get happy, and I love that.
I've never really been to a festival.
I'm not opposed to going to a festival. I've just never really socialised with people that do go, so I've never had that opportunity or with anyone that would be up for going.
The vibe you get down there, it's undescribable, isn't it, Mark, when you say it's just the love.
I think you just hit the nail on the head.
We probably have passed each other in the
You
festival.
got my lighter, I remember you from... yeah.
And there's obviously a connection there with me and Mark. We could probably sit there for days talking about festivals and experiences, so yeah, really good.
I'm a massive fan of Chris. I think I'm going to take him to a few events. I'll bring the others as well, because they need the experience, but me and Chris, we're like that.
They're a little bit floppy. Don't really know why. Don't know why they're floppy, but they are. So hopefully they'll be okay.
Why are you talking in a funny voice? Anyway, here's the starter. Festival Frolics, aubergine and olives.
Come on, guys. This is, like, really important. This is the opening act. We need to smash it. Let's do it. Yeah.
Nikki, they can't hear you. They're aubergines. Hey! Applause! That's an appreciative crowd.
Here we go. So, yeah, so these are the aubergines and marinated olives.
Oh, thank you.
There are absolutely loads and loads. Thank you.
Delicious.
I haven't tasted that before. That's different to me. And one thing is, when I taste something, I go, right, what should I do with it? What
Put
would
your own
I
twist.
do with it? So that's how I always think.
The aubergine, I don't know what happened, but I wasn't tantalised by that because I think a starter represents you a lot.
The aubergine was okay. I've never eaten a battered aubergine in that way, so it was a bit stodgy, but it was all right.
At the table, the group are taking in their surroundings.
This is so different.
So the wall that's directly behind you, this is a collage I did when I went travelling around Europe.
The decor in the dining room was certainly very interesting. It's a little bit too left field for me.
The thing is, I'm not just passionate about myself creating stuff, I'm passionate about everybody sort of being creative and, like, with your cooking or, you know, with your hair, whatever.
Your decor is your personality.
Yeah.
You stand by that. That's who you are as a person, and I like that. I actually have a lot more respect for Nikki this evening. I probably judged a little bit too quick.
Blimey, I didn't see that coming. Back in the kitchen, the beef's been slowly cooking, and here it is. Welly boot beef olives with peace and love risotto balls.
I've actually put a little tiny surprise in the middle of the risotto ball, and then I've obviously breadcrumbed it and cooked it in the oven.
Oh, it's mozzarella inside.
Don't sound too excited.
Yeah, a cheesy surprise.
Tonight's main course was actually not quite what I expected, but it was good.
Risotto is supposed to be nice and smooth and have liquid in it and tasty. It was almost like rice pudding, not risotto. I don't know whether it was the right rice.
There is a downside to festivals, it's camping.
Yeah, and I've camped once.
Oh, right.
In 30 years, and I will never camp again. I will never attend a festival.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you're at one now, yay!
Yay!
Is there something that happened when you were camping and you were just like, oh my goodness, never again?
Maybe she had an intense experience.
Had to share a bathroom, a shower, with people that I didn't know. No, never.
What, men and women?
No, there was separate, female and male.
You know, you should have mixed showers, just like when you go to France.
Why?
Because do you know what? When people just take their clothes off, what is it?
I don't want to see anybody else's floppy bits flopping in the wind. No, you're fine, thank you.
There are certain things that nobody ever wants to see, and I'm one of them.
Well, I'm with you there, Dave. It's the fourth night in Sussex with solicitor Hassan treating his guests to a night of vegan Asian flavours in an attempt to win the £1,000 prize.
I am confident that my plant-based Asian taste sensation will floor my guests.
Well, if that's the result you're going for. Hassan gently fries his gyoza.
Getting wafts of a win from this pan.
Rod's pan, is it?
Want them a little bit brown, a little bit like my jacket.
Corduroy gyoza, lovely.
They look better before they went in. They're kind of losing their shape a bit.
Hassan releases his shape-shifting starter from the pan.
Look at that. It's like a kite.
Yes, a very tiny one. He floods the gyoza with his dipping sauce. Forgot your little bowls, did you? And just to finish the whole thing off...
A little bit of green, You know what I mean?
Yes, it makes a world of difference. And there it is, Japanese gyoza.
Some of the shapes have turned out well, some have not so much, but I hope it packs a punch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's great.
And Hassan, did you make your own gyoza pastry?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't come here today and prepare gyoza without making the gyoza wraps.
I was so impressed that Hassan made all of that himself.
10 out of 10 for that starter for me.
You probably were anticipating maybe I would cook something from my Turkish heritage, but I've chosen not to do that because cooking lots of stuffed vine leaves is such hard work and takes so much time.
Are we not worth the time it takes to stuff a vine leaf, Hassan?
I've not done it for my family or friends either, so you've not been left out or treated any differently.
Yeah, he can't be bothered with his nearest and dearest either.
If I get invited round to Josie, maybe I'll bring round some stuffed vine leaves.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
I could eat that again.
Yeah, me too.
You're being too kind.
I'm not being too kind. If you bring me another 4, I'll eat them.
You wouldn't, because I'd fight you for them.
Absolutely gorgeous. I loved it.
I could have eaten another 2 or 3 platefuls.
With the gyoza getting the most honourable of receptions, talk turns to holidays.
How do you like your travel? Is it all-inclusive, or do you like a little bit of adventure?
I'm adventure. I never, ever do an all-inclusive.
I'm single, and I choose all-exclusive so I can be safe. I was on holiday by myself in a lift.
You holidayed in a lift?
And the lady pulled her husband aside, away from me.
Why did the husband get pulled away from you?
Well, because, I don't know, she must have thought, oh, there's someone by herself on holiday.
I have, more than once, come across women who've acted as if I seem to be a threat to their husbands.
The woman that pulled him away, I would say, just doesn't trust her husband.
We wouldn't do all-inclusive. Although when we go on a cruise, that's the ultimate all-inclusive. I love a cruise. I like my 5-star, at least.
I used to like organising my own holidays. I'd be very meticulous. I'd have an Excel spreadsheet telling me exactly where I need to be and where to go. But that's because I don't want to miss out on anything. I love an Excel spreadsheet. Tells me what I need to do when. I think I've nailed the starter, and I'm hoping to do a repeat performance with the main.
Hassan heats his kimchi.
I'm worried the guests might think that the kimchi's a bit spicy. It's a bit hot.
Yeah, that'll be the whole plate of spices you chucked in. It's not clever, you know. He then boils up his shop-bought ramen.
I didn't make my own noodles. I'm not sure it's a cheat.
It would have been nice to make the effort. Noodles drained, they're mixed with the kimchi.
Using a 1-cup plastic utensil is the traditional way of serving kimchi.
You mean you forgot your big spoon?
Let that Asian taste sensation continue.
Fire blankets at the ready. It's kimchi time. Oh, yeah, that'll cool it down.
So the kimchi is fermented cabbage. Shall we dig in and try it?
Yeah.
It smells gorgeous.
Yeah, it does have a... Yeah. It's got a hell of a kick.
Yeah, so I do like it.
That is really
a touch spicy. So I thought Rod might be able to get away with it because of the Trinidadian curry and chickpea.
And mine wasn't as spicy as this. It's burning me inside.
Do you like the dish?
It's a challenge.
Right.
Almost made my eyes bleed.
Hassan, are you sweating?
I am sweating, but I don't. It's quite hot.
I like a bit of spice, I like a bit of kick, but when the man who makes it is sweating into his own napkin...
It's like my own personal sauna here. I'd like to be standing under a waterfall now.
You can, my back.
Now there's an image.
I've got the ratio of water and kimchi a bit pear-shaped, and I made it a little hotter than normal.
You think?
Who's finding it a challenge?
There's something about the idea of it being fermented that is just on my mind.
Oh, I see.
I think the word fermenting kind of put Josie off a little bit.
Not my sort of main.
Let's just hope your Thai dessert is no laughing matter. Hassan scoops out his chilled mango sticky rice. Wow, that does look sticky.
This is stickier than a stick I found in a park the other day.
And you don't get much stickier than that. On goes the coconut cream, and there it is. Cold rice pudding from the Far East.
As part of the Asian taste sensation.
Asian taste sensation.
Thank you. Nice, thank you. I've never had coconut cream before. Yeah, it tastes really coconutty.
That's reassuring.
I have to admit, though, I have an aversion to rice pudding. When I put it in my mouth, I actually go, gag a little bit.
Maintain a serene face while you're eating it. That make me happier.
It's the texture.
Mm.
It's just the texture.
Good spot for swallowing it.
I normally like rice pudding, Has, but I just don't like the texture of this one.
OK.
And the fact that it's cold.
I like to have it a little bit more sugary as well.
So why didn't we?
I think there's some sort of self-sabotage here going on. And I'm trying to work out the reasoning behind it.
Your guess is as good as mine. Home time!